What if everything you've been told about receding gums is a lie? What if your dentist is unknowingly making your gum recession worse? What if there's a dental maverick who discovered that gums can actually regrow, and she's been hiding in plain sight for decades? I'm talking about Dr. Ellie Phillips, the dentist who quit traditional dentistry because she discovered something the industry didn't want you to know. While dentists are telling you that gum recession is irreversible, Dr. Ellie has documented cases of complete gum regeneration using nothing but drugstore products. Today, I'm revealing her 12-step complete mouth care system that's helped thousands regrow their gums naturally. But here's what's shocking. The first step isn't what you think, and the final step will completely revolutionize how you see oral health forever. Why does your mouth feel like a bacterial war zone every single morning? Every night while you sleep, harmful bacteria multiply exponentially in your mouth. They form protective biofilms, release toxins that literally eat your gum tissue, and create the perfect acidic environment for gum recession. Most people wake up and immediately brush, but Dr. Ellie discovered this is the worst thing you can do. In her private practice, Dr. Ellie watched patient after patient regrow centimeters of lost gum tissue. But it all started with understanding this one morning principle that revolutionizes everything. But here's the secret most people miss. Your morning routine must neutralize the bacterial war zone before you disturb it. The morning pH reset. Before eating, drinking, or brushing, rinse with Closys for exactly 60 seconds. This chlorine dioxide solution neutralizes the sulfur-producing bacteria that destroy gum tissue overnight. The alkaline environment stops tissue breakdown immediately and prepares your mouth for regeneration. What if the way you brush your teeth is the primary cause of your gum recession? Traditional dental advice says brush harder, brush longer, but Dr. Ellie's research shows this creates microscopic trauma that triggers gum retreat. Most toothbrushes and techniques literally scrape away the very tissue you're trying to protect. Dr. Ellie documented patients who stopped aggressive brushing and saw their gums grow back within 90 days, but the technique she teaches completely contradicts everything dentists recommend. But here's the secret most people miss. Your toothbrush should massage, not scrape your gums. The Gentle Revolution. Use only Crest Original Paste. The specific formula matters, with an extra soft toothbrush. Brush in tiny circles for exactly 2 minutes, focusing on the gum line, not the teeth. The fluoride in Crest Original creates a protective barrier while gentle massage stimulates gum regeneration. Never brush within 30 minutes of eating acidic foods. Why do dentists warn against daily mouthwash use when it might be the key to gum regrowth? Most people think mouthwash is optional, or they use natural alternatives that do nothing. Meanwhile, harmful bacteria continue colonizing the deep pockets around receding gums, creating an environment where regeneration is impossible. Dr. Ellie discovered that one specific mouthwash, used in her precise sequence, creates a hostile environment for gum-destroying bacteria while promoting healthy tissue growth. Her patients saw results in weeks. But here's the secret most people miss. The timing of antiseptic use determines whether it heals or harms. The Listerine Protocol. Immediately after brushing, rinse with original Listerine, not the alcohol-free versions, for exactly 30 seconds. The specific combination of eucalyptol, menthol, methyl salicylate, and thymol penetrates biofilms that other products cannot reach. This creates the sterile environment necessary for gum regeneration to begin. What if fluoride isn't the enemy, but, the missing piece in your gum regrowth puzzle? While health influencers demonize fluoride, millions of people suffer with receding gums, sensitive teeth, and bacterial overgrowth. They're using natural products that do nothing to remineralize damaged tissue or create the mineral environment gums need to regenerate. Dr. Ellie tracked patients who added this final fluoride step and saw gum regrowth accelerate by 300%. But the specific type and timing creates an entirely different biological response. But here's the secret most people miss. Your gums need continuous mineral bathing to regenerate. The Act Finale. End every mouth care session with Act Restoring Mouthwash, swishing for 60 seconds without rinsing afterward. This creates a continuous fluoride bath that remineralizes both teeth and gum tissue. The low-concentration sustained exposure triggers cellular regeneration pathways that higher concentrations cannot achieve. What if a simple sugar substitute could literally starve the bacteria causing your gum recession? Most people consume sugars and carbs throughout the day, feeding the exact bacteria that destroy gum tissue. Even healthy foods create acidic conditions that prevent gum regeneration and accelerate tissue loss. Dr. Ellie discovered that xylitol doesn't just prevent bacterial growth, it actually reverses the damage by creating an alkaline mouth environment where gums can rebuild. Her patients who used this protocol saw the fastest regeneration rates, but here's the secret most people miss. Xylitol must be delivered in specific doses at exact times. The Xylitol Protocol. Use xylitol as an oral care supplement by consuming exactly 6 to 10 grams daily through Xelli's mints or gum. Take 1 to 2 pieces after every meal and snack, allowing it to dissolve slowly. Xylitol starves harmful bacteria, raises mouth pH and triggers remineralization, creating the perfect environment for gum tissue regeneration. Why does when you clean your mouth matter more than how you clean it? Most people brush randomly throughout the day, disrupting their mouth's natural healing cycles. They interrupt remineralization, create pH chaos, and prevent the sustained bacterial control necessary for gum regrowth. Dr. Ellie discovered that mouth bacteria follow predictable cycles, and there are optimal windows for intervention. Patients who followed her timing protocol saw regeneration happen 60% faster than those using the same products randomly. But here's the secret most people miss: your mouth has regeneration windows that must be protected. The timing protocol. Perform the complete mouth care system. Closius, Crest, Listerine, Act, exactly twice daily, morning and evening, never more. Wait 30 minutes after eating before any mouth care. Never rinse with water after the ACT step. This timing allows each product to work in sequence while protecting your mouth's natural healing phases. What if the foods marketed as healthy are actually the primary cause of your gum recession? Citrus fruits, apple cider vinegar, kombucha, and even those healthy smoothies create acidic conditions that, well, literally dissolve gum tissue. Most people, consume these throughout the day, creating constant acid attacks that prevent any healing. Dr. Ellie tracked patients' diets and found that those who eliminated acid attacks saw gum regrowth begin within 30 days. But the foods causing the most damage really surprised everyone. But here's the secret most people miss: it's not what you eat, it's when and how often you create acid attacks. The pH protection protocol is simple. Limit eating to 3 meals plus 2 snacks maximum. Drink acidic beverages through straws. Wait 1 hour after consuming anything acidic before brushing. Use xylitol immediately after any acidic exposure. This prevents continuous acid attacks and allows your mouth pH to return to the alkaline state necessary for gum regeneration. Why does dehydration make gum regrowth impossible, even with perfect oral care? Most people live in a state of chronic dehydration, which reduces saliva production, your mouth's primary defense and healing system. Without adequate saliva, bacteria proliferate, pH drops, and tissue regeneration actually stops completely. Dr. Ellie found that patients who optimized their hydration saw gum regrowth rates double. But it's not just about water quantity, it's about saliva quality and mineral content. But here's the secret most people miss: your saliva is your most powerful healing tool. The saliva optimization plan is straightforward. Drink half your body weight in ounces of filtered water daily. Add a pinch of sea salt to enhance mineral absorption. Chew xylitol gum to stimulate saliva production. Avoid mouth breathing, which dries protective saliva. Quality saliva creates the mineral-rich environment where gum tissue can regenerate naturally. What if your receding gums are actually a symptom of chronic stress destroying your body's healing ability? Chronic stress elevates cortisol, which suppresses immune function and tissue repair. Most people focus on oral care while ignoring the systemic inflammation that's preventing their gums from healing, no matter what products they use. Dr. Ellie observed that patients with the most dramatic gum regrowth had also addressed their stress levels. The mind-body connection in oral health is far stronger than anyone realized. But here's the secret most people miss: your nervous system controls tissue regeneration. The stress healing protocol is pretty clear. Practice deep breathing for 2 minutes before each mouth care session. Ensure 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep nightly. Manage chronic stress through meditation, exercise, or therapy. High cortisol levels block the cellular regeneration pathways necessary for gum regrowth, regardless of perfect oral care. What if, missing nutrients are actually preventing your gums from regrowing, even when your oral care routine is absolutely perfect? Modern diets just don't have the specific nutrients needed for connective tissue regeneration. Most people honestly have deficiencies in the exact vitamins and minerals their gums need to rebuild, which creates an internal environment where healing is, pretty much impossible. Dr. Ellie identified the critical nutrients that really accelerated her patient's gum regrowth. But the combinations and dosages required, precise knowledge of tissue regeneration biochemistry. But here's the secret most people miss: your gums actually need building blocks to regenerate. So here's the regeneration stack. Take vitamin C 1000 milligrams with bioflavonoids for collagen synthesis. Add vitamin D3, 2000 to 4000 international units for immune function and calcium absorption. Include CoQ10, 100 milligrams for cellular energy in healing tissue. Omega-3s, 1000 milligrams, help reduce inflammation. These nutrients, honestly, provide the raw materials your gum tissue needs to regenerate. What if you need more bacteria in your mouth, not fewer, to regrow your gums? Most oral care focuses on killing all bacteria, but your mouth actually needs beneficial bacteria to maintain the ecosystem where healthy gums can really thrive. Overuse of antimicrobials creates bacterial imbalances that prevent healing. Dr. Ellie discovered that patients with the healthiest gums had diverse oral microbiomes with specific beneficial bacteria. The key wasn't elimination, it was selection. But here's the secret most people miss: you need to cultivate the right bacterial environment. The microbiome protocol is to use oral probiotics containing Lactobacillus reuteri and Streptococcus salivarius after completing your evening mouth care routine. Eat fermented foods rich in beneficial bacteria. Avoid over-sanitizing, which destroys the balanced ecosystem necessary for gum health. The right bacteria actively protect against harmful species. What if your beliefs about irreversible gum recession are actually preventing your healing? Most people have been programmed to believe gum recession is permanent, creating a nocebo effect where their own expectations block healing. They perform all the right techniques while mentally sabotaging their regeneration. Dr. Ellie noticed that patients with the strongest belief in their healing ability achieved the most dramatic results. The mind-body connection in tissue regeneration was undeniable. But here's the secret most people miss: your expectation of healing activates regeneration pathways. The healing expectation is to visualize your gums pink, healthy, and fully regenerated for 2 minutes daily. Affirm, "My gums are healing and regenerating naturally" every time you perform mouth care. Document progress with photos to reinforce positive changes. Expect improvement rather than maintenance. Your nervous system responds to expectation by either promoting or blocking healing. Here's the truth the dental industry doesn't want you to know. Dr. Ellie challenges the traditional dental mantra that tells us to brush and floss because she believes it is dangerous advice and completely ineffective for gum regeneration. You now possess the 12-step protocol that has helped thousands regrow their receding gums naturally. But remember, gum regrowth isn't just about oral care. It's about creating the perfect biological environment where your body's natural healing mechanisms can function. Your gums can regenerate, your teeth can remineralize, your mouth can become completely healthy, but it requires following this exact sequence with these specific products in this precise timing. The question isn't whether gum regrowth is possible. Dr. Ellie proved that decades ago. The question is, are you ready to challenge everything you've been told and start your regeneration journey tonight? If this information has opened your eyes to the truth about gum regrowth, you're ready to join the thousands who have successfully regenerated their gum tissue using Dr. Ellie's methods. Start tonight with the morning pH reset using Clausis. Tomorrow, add the complete 4-step system. Within 30 days, you'll see the beginning of regeneration that your dentist said was impossible. Subscribe for more hidden health protocols that challenge medical orthodoxy, and comment below with regeneration if you're committed to regrowing your gums naturally. Your journey from recession to regeneration starts now. Your gums are waiting to heal. Give them the environment they need to thrive.